Ew. Free.
I don't know if I don't have the card anymore.
Okay, you can use your email.
Yeah.
You get 20% off now, so. Yeah, a couple more visits, you'll get another $5 off on top of that. So you just make sure you log in every time.
Just hit done?
Yep. Technically, you don't have to hit done. It'll go away on its own, so. That makes it $14.54, and it'll ask you here in a second if that amount's correct. And you got to press the F1 button to verify. Yep. Do you want a bag?
No, I think we're all right. What is that? Like a Nintendo?
Yeah, it's actually it plays all the Nintendo games. The cool thing about this one, it's $40, but it also has HDMI on it.
Oh,
so
really?
It works a lot better with modern TVs than a regular Nintendo would. You can hook it up the old-fashioned way if you want. But looks nice when you hook it up HDMI.
Cool.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It plays it plays the same games. You can even plug the original controllers if you want. It comes. They look a little different, but works great. I love them. The receipt's in the box. Thanks a lot.
Yep, thank you.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Lakers? What do you think about that trade the Cavs pulled off today? Trades, I should say. I think they're much better. They got rid of all the old people except LeBron. And I was curious, man. I can't believe you. Are you happy since you're a Lakers fan? I wouldn't like it if I were you either. I'm happy. So, I'm happy that, man, you know who I like seeing the Cavs get the most was Larry Nance Jr. Just because his dad was so freaking good. I like Larry Nance. I like Larry Nance Jr. I think he's a good player. But, somebody had a funny tweet, Lakers, you're probably not going to like this, but one of the teams LeBron was rumored to leave the Cavs for was L.A. I don't see that happening now because he doesn't like playing with Isaiah Thomas, and now you guys got Isaiah Thomas. So sorry, man. But I'm happy, so. They did clear house. I'm happy with everything they did. I don't have a problem with it. They were terrible. It was not working. I got a little bit of a cold today, so I'm going to sound crappy. Look, I found a Batman today. I cleared house too. I'm like out of everything today. I sold like 2. Good, Robert. How are you? I'm not sick. I just got a cold and I sound like crap. And I need to shave badly. I don't feel like shaving today. But check this out. This is kind of cool. I stopped at Goodwill today, and they had this giant Batman for like $2. I'm like, that's pretty badass. I'll make him hold a cartridge or something. Yeah, he'll be gone. He'll be gone after this season. So it's still possible, but I still think LeBron's leaving. So you might get LeBron next year. I feel bad that all the NES, SNES games my parents got me, I barely finished any of them. You mean like when you were a kid, all the ones they got you? What's up, Miss Kelly? I haven't seen you in a while. Hold on, I'm just getting everything set up. What's up? Oh, you know what? I forgot to reverse everything. Aha, there we go. Give me a Super Nintendo, yeah. Just been busy working a lot. Excuse me, I got a cold. Yeah, me too. Sorry. Try not to cough. I might cough a lot today. I was like really busy earlier today. I mean, we like sold out of everything. I sold like so many systems today. It's crazy. Like everybody's starting to get their tax returns. So I gotta get a bunch more systems. I'm out of here at this store. I got a bunch at my other store. But I'm out of Xbox Ones, PS4s except for the Pro. And I'm down to one Switch. It was crazy. I sold so much stuff today. It was all like, I need this system and this game and what do I have the last I have all the Maddens, Robert. So yeah. What games am I looking forward to? Red Dead's my number one, but God of War, Far Cry 5, but Red Dead definitely my number one game. I don't know. There's a ton of games. This is gonna be a pretty good year for gaming. Red Dead was the one I was looking forward to the most, but I knew it was gonna get delayed. I called that. If you guys would watch me, you're an assistant at your job, so you're getting more hours. That's a good thing, right? Are you getting more pay too? I don't know why I'm streaming Splatoon. I should start playing this again. I really like Splatoon, but like I don't. The only person I know that of my friends that have a Switch, I mean Derek, my employee, and he doesn't play this. So I swear, whenever I play this, they put me on a team, and I'm like the only one doing anything. But I really like Splatoon. I just wish I had. I wish I had like 3 or 4 people that were good, that I didn't have to carry. You love YouTube Red, no more commercials. Hey, what's up, Godfather? Yeah, it's been a while. It's my other store. Hello? You know, yeah, the one doesn't have control. Okay, yeah, why don't you put it aside? Then, all right. I took it because I was like, I want this system anyway. I just gave him less. So, all right. Yep. All right. All right, cool. Yep. Yep, bye. Business has been great today. I sold out of so much stuff today. It's died down now, but like it was weird. It was like all like early today when I opened. I had like 4 or 5 people come in and they're like, "Oh, I want an Xbox and I want this game." I sold out of Xboxes. Then I sold a couple PS4s and then I sold a couple Switches. I'm down to one Switch and one PS4 Pro. So I got to get more systems for tomorrow. I just think everybody's starting to get their tax returns. So yeah, business is great today. Can't complain today. If you buy Far Cry 5 Gold Edition, then you get Far Cry 3. I think so. I think it's a code or something for a digital version of it. I really don't care about getting 3. I don't feel like playing through it again. I really like Far Cry Primal. I know a lot of people didn't like that game, but I thought it was cool. You still need to file. So do I. I always file late. I am such a procrastinator. I usually don't file. I file late all the time. I just get my accountant to file an extension. Every year I file late. Oh, this one? Yeah, I don't know if you heard me earlier, Dustin. I found this. I went into Goodwill today, and this Batman here was like $2.29 or something. Crazy. It was ridiculous. So I had to buy it, and I was like, I'll just have him hold a cartridge or something. Look at, I almost dropped the cartridge, but yeah. And now that I'm like, all my systems are gone, I wanted to put something here. You're not sold so far on Far Cry? $60 is not that much for a game, though. I mean, games have been $60 for. Thanks, Miss Kelly. Games have been $60 for so many years. They've actually, if you just think about inflation, games are actually cheaper than they've ever been. Even though $60 is still a lot of money, it's still a lot less money than it was like 10 years ago when games were $60. Yeah, I mean, N64 games, for example, when N64 first came out, those games were $80. And that's a lot more money back then than it is now. I personally, I know this will be an unpopular opinion because everybody's used to $60. I personally would like it if oh my god, Neo Geo games were like $200-$300. I had a Neo Geo, Robert. Those were expensive. I would be okay with games being more. Yeah, I would be okay with games being more if they were more complete. I almost feel like games nowadays, you pay $60 and you're getting like half a game, and then they're trying to nickel and dime you for the rest, and I think it's pissing everybody off. I think games are just a little bit more, like $70-$80, if you're getting the complete version. Yeah, straight suicidal, you're right. Games go... It depends. If you feel like you're getting your money's worth, you wouldn't. Yeah, I'm glad they traded Isaiah Thomas today. LA Lakers is not. I'm reversed. Hello.
Hello. I was hoping I read it online about the times were right. So I took a nap, I overslept.
Alright, what you got?
I have an Xbox 360. I don't know what the megabytes on it are offhand anymore because I went and got an Xbox One now.
Okay.
Everything.
No controllers though?
Oh yeah, it's in here. It's
Okay.
in the front pouch.
Alright, let me see.
And there is a game in it I need to get out. I forgot to get it out before I. It should be
500 gigabytes.
oh, what the hell the game is?
Alright.
Far Cry.
Far
4.
Cry?
Yeah.
Far Cry 4. Alright, you want to keep the game?
Yes. Yes.
Alright, let me see what these trade in for at the moment.
Okay. Ooh, my son would like these ones. Because
Oh,
it's
the
blueberry.
Those are cool.
All it was doing was just collecting dust. Yeah, and there's no batteries in the controller.
Oh, that's no problem. Okay, I'll have to test it out real fast. But at
Yep, no
the
problem.
moment, these are going for it's only $50 credit. It's about 40 in cash.
Ooh.
And they have tons of them. So
There's no way you can go a little bit higher?
I
Because I know you guys go up more when you guys go to resell them. So I know you don't sell them.
no, we sell them a little bit more than
Right,
that.
right.
Yeah, but I have 4 of them already at the moment that I can't sell. So I just I can't go any more than that on those. I have so many Xbox 360s. It's just not. Honestly, you can get a lot more if you sell it yourself, like on a Facebook site or something like that. Especially if it's a 500 gig system. I mean, we sell them for let's see, the 500 gig ones. They sell for about $89 at the moment. So I mean, yeah, I just can't. I just have too many. So you would get a lot more. Honestly, you try to do it yourself. But yeah, I'm sorry.
All right.
You want to hold on to it? Then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. Thanks for bringing it in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like I said, it does work and everything. I just don't use it anymore because I have the Xbox One. So
Yeah, I know. I just have so many Xbox 360s at the moment. I could probably build a little throne of them.
And it's funny, my son bought it for me, and then the next, I'd say within a month or two, he got me the Xbox One. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what'd you do that for when you just got me this one?
Yeah, I'd throw it on a website or something, see what you can get out of it. If it doesn't sell, bring it back. But
All right.
all right.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Thanks a lot. Oh. Yeah, it was a 360. 360 is like, they're what, 14 years old now? They're so old. Yeah, they're just like, I would rather personally, as you know, running a store, I rather see older like classic stuff. Yeah, he did. I'm glad I have a cold today. I'd rather see older stuff than I'd rather see classic than PlayStation 3, Super Nintendo, and Wii. Those are like the 3 things I hate. I hate seeing nowadays. I hate when Xbox 360s, PS3s, and Wii's because I have so many of them, and they just don't sell that fast anymore. And people like they have an inflated sense of what they're worth. People think they're worth a lot more than they are. Unfortunately, like it does seem like I mean, they're not worth much, but it does seem like kind of crappy because they are the last generation. But you got to remember that last generation went a decade. That was like the longest generation of consoles ever. Those that sucked that they lasted 10 years for me as a business. They went, just think of in the time the 360, before the 360 came out, there were no smartphones, there were no iPads, there was none of that. By the time the Xbox One and PS4 came out, so at the end of the 360 and PS3 life cycle, there was smartphones and iPads that had better graphics than the 360. The 360 went from being top of the line electronics to old in its lifetime. What's up, Delv? Delv's a nerd. Oh, the old systems? Yeah. I mean, I do that to keep them nice. Man, I got this weird thing going on lately, though, with customers. Robert, I had somebody came in on Friday, and they traded in a Super Nintendo. Well, they didn't. They dropped it off. Well, they were like in a hurry, so they're like, "I'm gonna drop this stuff off, and can you just tell me what it's worth, and I'll come back in a little bit." And you know, you guys go through it all. They didn't want to wait, so we went through it all. We have the receipt held up here. We have a Super Nintendo, a bunch of games. They have really good games. And then they had a few Xbox One games and a Wii, and they've never come back. And this was like last Friday, so it's been almost a week. And then today a lady came in and she was like, I'm not going to show her number. She was in a hurry. She had a Genesis and a bunch of games, and she wanted to trade it in. And she goes, well, I'll just come right back. And I'm like, okay. I go, can you write your name and number down? That way I can at least call you if, you know, to let you know. And she gave me her name and number, and that was like at 11 o'clock today, like right when I opened. And she had good games. I called her, and she's never come back. So right now, and it sucks, I have a bunch of systems. I have a bunch of systems sitting here that I can't really like clean up and put away, because I'm not going to clean up and put away until they tell me they want to do the deal or not. .360, I do agree with you, Lakers. I think 360 was better than PS3. But I like the 360 better than the PS3, but this time I like the PS4 a lot better than the Xbox One. Give them all to me. I don't. God, it gets to a point like though. I did have one guy bring a bunch of stuff one time. He brought a bunch of stuff and he said he'd come back, you know, and then he never came back. I never heard from him again. I mean, it went months, and I said, "Screw it, I'm selling it all." I've never heard from him. That was probably a year and a half ago. So I got a bunch of free stuff from him. I like free stuff. But I mean, the way I look at it, I'm like, how long is too long before, I mean, I'm kind of storing this stuff for these people. God, that's not the only thing. Yeah, it's games and features. I agree, but like, I was trying to explain this to somebody. Why do you buy Netflix over Hulu or Hulu over Netflix? It's what shows they have on there, right? That's the way I look at console games, and like why I prefer the PS4 over the Xbox. Is because they have the games that I like. They have way more exclusives. That could change if Microsoft buys EA and Valve, like the rumor that's going around. PS4 is killing everything. Actually, Switch is doing pretty good. I told you guys a while ago, I made this bold prediction a while ago. I'm pretty sure that in the long run, Switch is going to outsell the Xbox One. I think Switch is going to be the number 2 selling system. So, I mean, like right now, the Switch. You know what? I'm going to bring up the console numbers. I'll tell you guys the console numbers right now. Like this is as of January 6th. As of January 6th, the PS4 has sold 74 million systems worldwide. Xbox One has sold 36 million. So the PS4 has pretty much doubled up the Xbox One. And the Switch has sold about 14 million. That's crazy that the Switch sold that many in 1 year. And then, to put it in perspective, 3DS has been out for, God, forever. Those have sold 71 million. So the PS4 has surpassed the 3DS, which has been out for whatever. I think I've heard of Vampire Game. The Switch is definitely, I think, going to overtake the Xbox One in a couple years. That's crazy. The Vita sold 15.9 million. That's the only other one that's on there. But that's nuts. I talked about this the other day, but to show you how good Switch is doing, Mario sold about 9 million copies of Mario. And Star Wars Battlefront 2, for example, on every single platform, PS4, Xbox One, and PC, only sold 7 million. Heavy Rain was cool. That was cool. Madden is trash and NBA Live is trash. I agree with you, Lakers. 2K is good. Battlefield's good. I do like Battlefield. I like Star Wars Battlefront, except for this one is not right because it's completely unfair on how they implemented it because they wanted to make it pay to win. The single player is good though. Unfortunately, the suits at EA are making all the calls, and they're telling the game developers how to make the games, and it's ruining the games. They care more about making money than they do making a good game. We are not EA's customers as much as you guys, as much as everybody thinks the gamers are EA's customers. That's not true. The stockholders are EA's customers, and that's all they care about is making the stockholders happy. Black Ops 4, yeah, that looks. I'm kind of curious. They announced it for Switch. I'm wondering how big of a difference in graphics it'll be. It'll be interesting to see the Switch version. I'm curious to see too how multiplayer will be on Switch for that game. As you guys can tell, I like the Switch a lot, but it's definitely not as powerful as PS4 or Xbox One. I'll honestly, if I like Black Ops games, but if it's good, I might end up. I'll probably get it on PS4 and Switch. Recommend any games for PS4? I don't know. There's all kinds of them. Uncharted, Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us. Delve, because you're going to get a Switch. As soon as they come out with a Pokemon game, you know you're getting a Switch. Delve, how's your lanyard? I gave Delve lanyards. Have you had your lanyard, Delve? See. What's up, little French lady? Nintendo's doing well. I always thought it was funny when everybody thought Nintendo's like gonna go out of business and stuff. Nintendo has so much money, it's crazy. Playing World War II and watching the stream. So you're playing Call of Duty and you say Call of Duty's trash. The Last of Us 2 is supposed to be this year sometime. I like this game, but I couldn't get into the single player. Oh, how's my thing? God, this is going so slow. I am at the moment it's hard to see, but I am setting up a I'm setting up an arcade system, a MAME system for an arcade, and I'm getting it all configured right now. And I'm downloading artwork for everything, and it's taking forever. So hopefully it's not killing my stream too much. They're working on a Last of Us 2. They've already showed it. LA. I didn't want to be. I got if you guys are ever thinking about getting an arcade machine, do not buy an X arcade. The controllers are all right, the big old arcade sticks, but a friend of a friend, he's not somebody I know, but a friend of a friend bought one of those stupid X arcades. He didn't know that I made them for, on the side. And they put the cheapest computers in the world, and they don't put many games on them. So he asked me if I could upgrade it, and it was giving me all kinds of problems. And so I'm just scrapping their whole system and putting a proper hard drive together for him for all the MAME and all the old games and everything. But don't ever get an X arcade. Oh, Last of Us 2 delayed till 2019. That doesn't surprise me either. That's all right. I'll have Red Dead to play. That actually probably would be a smart move anyway. I didn't see that it was delayed. I saw Red Dead was delayed. But still, you should get Last of Us the first one, or get Horizon Zero Dawn, or get Neo, or Bloodborne, or Dark Souls, Overwatch. There's so many good games. Shadow of the Colossus just came out this week. What's up, all day? Did you get? I'll get it whenever. I liked Last of Us. I like the multiplayer too. I really like the multiplayer. The only thing I wish the multiplayer had that it didn't, I wish there were random zombies that would come through and attack teams and stuff. It would be kind of cool if they threw some random zombie attacks in. Days Gone, yeah, Days Gone's another big one. Spider-Man, I want Spider-Man. Of course, that's a PS4 exclusive. Yeah, but all day, I do mean emulators, but it's a full-size arcade machine. Actually, the other thing I'm looking forward to, I already have it on my computer, but I'm looking forward to it coming out on PS4, is Fire Pro Wrestling World. That comes out this summer on PS4. I actually do put together actual arcade machines, though, too. I restore old machines. I kind of do that in my spare time. Death Stranding looks all right. I'm personally not. I'm not big on Death Stranding because I was never. I know a lot of people think it's crazy. I'm not a big Metal Gear fan, so Kojima's stuff is a little bit too out there for my liking. It's kind of crazy. He makes good stuff. It's just not my cup of tea. What are you guys playing? You know what? I liked I liked Metal Gear Solid. I like I like the first one on PlayStation. I like 2 a little bit, but when they got to 3, they lost me. They lost me at 3 when you watch a 45-minute cutscene to start the game, and then you crawl under a car, which takes all of 10 seconds, and then there's another 40-minute cutscene. The new Spider-Man looks good, but it's not coming out for a little while. Actually, this is a main machine I made for a guy the other day. It's like a Batman theme one. It's kind of cool, that light at the bat symbol at the top. You don't see it until you turn it on. It's kind of like light in the bat symbol. That's what he wanted. But I do like, I like restore classic ones. That's a Pac-Man I restored. And here's a Popeye I restored. So I restore official ones too. Excuse me. Dove, you're a nerd. What you talking about? My dog. I like that picture of him. Waiting for NBA 2K19. Here, you'll like this picture, Lakers. Lakers, you see this? NBA 2K tweeted this out. It's like the 4 new Cavs, and they all got hello my name is stickers on them. It's pretty funny. First Metal Gear Solid it was awesome. God, I remember when that came out. I was in college. I think I was a freshman in college, but I remember actually thinking my memory card was being deleted when at the one part. I make custom. Are you a Michigan fan all day? I'm Ohio State fan, so sorry, but I will make a Michigan one if somebody wants one. But here's a cool. Here you go all day. The Ohio State one is my personal one on the one side, and the Notre Dame one I made for a guy. It's hard to see. Here, let me. Straight suicidal. I don't work that much at the other store, and the other owner is not. He doesn't want to be on camera. He's a big baby. So I did stream there the other day for like a couple minutes, just as I was walking through the store picking up stuff. Maybe tomorrow. I have to go up there tomorrow and pick stuff up. Maybe I'll stream for a few minutes. I don't have the greatest connection there, like on my phone. So if I ever do work there again, like the only time I ever work there anymore is if somebody's sick and they need somebody to fill in. But really, I just kind of go there when I need stuff. He runs that one. I run this one. And I mean, there's things too. He does a lot of the ordering for the games, and I do all the boring accounting work, which sucks. So we each have things we do, and he's just not into streaming. But if you want to see what it looks like, go to youtube.com/ccgames.co. The very first video is a walkthrough of the other store. But the other store is a lot more busy than this store. So that's definitely where we make most of our money. Later, Delph. You won't let football get in the way of business. That's cool. I'm not I'm not a typical Ohio State fan. I'm not gonna rub it in or anything like that. I'm a Browns fan, so I know what it's like to get. I know what it's like. I feel for you. Excuse me. I'll be honest. I'll say something that's probably let a lot of Ohio. I've said this in Ohio State fans about wanting to kill me. I mean, I'm an Ohio State fan, and I like Urban Meyer. And if you hear him talk, he's like one of the greatest recruiters in all of college. And he's a great motivational speaker too. If you hear him talk, you'll want to run through a wall for him. But I think actually on game day, he's not that great of a game manager. I don't think he's that great of a coach on game day. I love Fortnite. I don't know why some people don't like it. I think it's great, and it's free. So I think it's a good game. I think some people don't like it because it's kind of a copy off of something else, but who cares? Everything's a copy off of something. Even Player Unknown's Battleground's a copy off of another game. Fortnite just it does everything really well. You got to get really good though at building things quickly if you want to be good at Fortnite, and you always want to try to get higher than the other player with your building. I like Fortnite a lot. I'm not that good at it yet. I usually watch actually. I usually watch. There's a couple people I watch play Fortnite. I haven't watched this guy that much. But man, some people are just really good. I usually watch a guy called Upshaw. He's probably like one of the best Fortnite players I've seen. I don't even know all day. I'll tell you that. I don't know who has the most wins. I'm sure you do in basketball because Ohio State's never really always that good in basketball. They are decent this year in basketball, though. I'm not that good either, but I like it a lot, Ryan. Oh, my thing disconnected. Hey, what's up, C204?
Right.
Hello.
So,
Do you guys need help at all?
we're just looking. Thanks. Oh, yeah.
The one that's why I stopped going there. I'm like, you know what I don't have money to do? Go to an eye doctor and be like,
Right. So I'm saying you don't want to screw up your vision just for the sake of reimbursement. So not worth it.
but I think that's a better advice than just wearing them all, just wear them until they start to hurt or get worse.
Yeah,
have any questions, just let me know.
Sure.
If you hear me randomly talking up here, I'm not crazy. I'm talking to people online.
Sure.
I can see their comments, but just letting you know.
That's
What got banned straight? Ryan, we're in Portland, Ohio. We got another store in Fremont, Ohio. What's up from Italy, Ito? Jim Sterling as mascot. Let me see what else I missed. Yeah, Delv's gone. Oh, millions of players on PUBG. Oh yeah, PUBG has a ton of cheating going on. There've been people cheating on that game forever. I'm sure there'll be people cheating on this pretty soon. I haven't come across too many cheaters though. Let's see how good this guy is. Let's see if he gets him. That dude's dead. What PS4 game am I selling more at the moment? Well, probably today. I mean, because Shadow Colossus just came out recently, but still some of the top sellers are Call of Duty, World War II, Grand Theft Auto is still always a good seller, and Star Wars sells pretty good. Haven't been a lot of you know what Dragon Ball's been selling pretty good lately. The Dragon Ball Fighter Z. It is Alex C204. I've never really watched them before. It just came up for Fortnite because I always watch Fortnite stuff. Fortnite has an under the map glitch. It doesn't surprise me. Yeah, people teaming in solo. I've run across that a few times. I don't think people teaming in solo is really it's not really a cheat. You shouldn't do it. He's the top on the world. What about Upshaw? Where's Upshaw rank? I usually watch Upshaw. Yeah, I just can't build as fast as these guys. These guys build so fast, but I guess if I could sit around and play games if I could play this game 8 hours a day like they do, you'd be that good too. Just about any of us would be. But most of us have jobs and have lives and can't sit around and play games all day. Yeah, these guys are amazing. That's why I like watching them. They're really good. They're so good at building, and even if you get in a fight with them, they'll build real fast. They'll build up, and they'll get above you, and they'll kill you. It does seem like most of the really good people play on PS4 for some reason. I didn't say that won't make him a better person. I just said if I had that time, Covum, I would. Let's see what. If I had the time to play like these guys, I think I could be as good as them. I'm pretty good at video games, so. But you got to dedicate the time. These guys put in like 8 hours a day almost on these games. Yeah, I know that's what he does for his job. That's great. That's awesome. But I'm sure there was a point in his life where he was just playing video games, barely not making any money, living off of somebody else until he got to that point. Yeah, to keep up with these guys, you got to play. It's like a job. You got to play like 8 hours a day. That's how they're so good. It's just about it's like anything. Like anything, they say you can master anything if you put 10,000 hours in to something. That's video games are the same. It's muscle memory and. I didn't hear about Kingdom Come, Covum. Sorry. Elvira, I actually didn't. I didn't feel very good on my day off. It's a bad day. Yesterday was all right. Now I just have a cold, so I probably not. And I was lazy today. I didn't shave. That is Fortnite, Richard. Yeah, that'd be a great way to make a living. I give these guys a lot of credit for getting to that point. That's awesome. But I guarantee there was probably years that they didn't make any money. It's a tough thing to do. Yeah, I probably did for my daughter coughing everywhere. Yep. Excuse me, guys. I actually like though, like if I'm gonna feel bad, I like when it's on my days off. That way, I'm not missing work. Because if I miss work, that means I gotta pay people more money to be here. Sea of Thieves it looks good. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard people either love it or hate it. We'll see. Can't wait for your God of War special edition. Yeah, that God of War. That's the next big game I'm looking forward to. Covum, what would you buy if you had friends? Oh, Kingdom Come? Oh, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves, you really don't even have to buy it. Just pay $10 for the Game Pass for a month. God of War on VR. I don't know. Does it have a VR mode? I don't even know. I'll be honest. I don't think it does. It looks cool, the single player part. I don't think it has any VR modes. I mean, some games they've thrown in like a little extra VR mode. Yeah. I think Sea of Thieves is. I think it's got potential. We'll see if they make it, if they complete the potential for it. It has really good potential. A Way Out, specifically designed for co-op. They need more co-op games. There's not enough of them nowadays. I have people come in all the time asking me for a good co-op game. Actually, they need more single-player games too. Everything's going multiplayer. I hope Sea of Thieves will be awesome. I'll tell you, like, I don't anticipate selling a lot of Sea of Thieves though because of that Xbox Game Pass. Because it'll be part of it. Well, Borderlands is kind of older now, Calvin. They need to make a new one. Yeah, I didn't say that, Kevin, but on video games, though, people tend to move on to the next new thing. Unless it's Counter-Strike, and then everybody plays it forever. Counter-Strike will be 20 years old next year, and people still play it.
Thanks.
Yeah, didn't find anything?
No,
All right. Thanks for stopping in.
No worries.
But here's the thing about Borderlands: it's not old. It's like not quite old yet. Like that's the thing. Like old is 8 and 16-bit. Even 32-bit starting to be considered like. I mean, that's considered retro. I don't think Borderlands not retro yet. So my opinion, what I consider like. I don't know what I consider retro is 2 generations ago. Borderlands is still this generation. Greed is ruining games, kind of. We talked about this a little bit earlier. I think part of the problem is games have been stuck at $60 for so long that if you think about it, ooh, he lost. No, he got bait. Oh, the guy from next door, yeah. I don't think he's coming in today. It's time to close anyway. I'm gonna lock the door so that doesn't happen. Good call. I did. Yeah, I am the owner of the store. I think they moved Spider-Man back. hell is that? A plunger?
Well, yeah, the pure salt is new, but what happened to that? Something.
I think games like this, though, I mean, it's kind of cool how they did this. This is free, and then people buy all the cosmetics. I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem with loot boxes.
Let's get all the English real quick.
I'm going to keep streaming as I close up, but I'll keep answering your guys' questions. Yeah, Spider-Man comes out in the fall, I'm pretty sure. Crap. Alright. Sorry about that. My safe was giving me troubles. Xbox One X, I'm out of. I'm just. Sorry, I was missing your comments. Yeah, I'll have some beers. I'm out of Xbox One X's at this store. I got a couple at the other store. I got to go up to the other store and pick up some more stuff. What's up, Michael? Yeah, sorry. I was back there for a little while because my safe, the batteries ran low. I had to switch the batteries real fast so I could get into the safe. Yeah, I do. I do have Switch in stock. They're $2.99. The Switches are awesome. I recommend buying one. I like the Switches a lot. Definitely. Yeah, yeah, I know. I actually saw a comedian all day that said that one time. It was part of his routine. He was awesome. He was talking about his girlfriend coming in and asking if he wanted to go help her, like, I don't know, pick out something like some new furniture or whatever. And he's like, oh, let's see. He goes, I can help pick out new furniture, or I can stay here and save the world as Spider-Man. He goes, that's a tough choice. Chicks just don't understand. Yep. Yeah, I tried that on my wife once. It didn't work. Icy Heart, I really don't. I don't sell stuff online. I'll be honest. The only thing I sell online is like older games that don't move in the store. Like rare stuff that's been sitting here for a while. I tend to keep all my stuff for the local people, just because otherwise I'd run out of inventory all the time. Someday I might just sell a bunch of stuff online, but they're $2.99 everywhere. Just order one off Amazon. I don't make any money on Switches anyway. If I sold a Switch online, I would probably lose money because I'd have to charge shipping, and I don't make any money on Switches. But they're $2.99 American U.S. dollars. So wherever you're from, I don't know if you're from another country, but that's what they're supposed to be. I do not know the Lord and Savior Jim Sterling. Is that a Far Cry reference there, Covum? So sick of this cold. Dove was just here a little bit ago, Michael. She was in my store the other day. Her and her man. Her and Adam. Yeah, it's like 20 something degrees right now here. There's a bunch of snow on the ground. Excuse me. Stupid cold. What is going on? My computer's acting weird. Thanks, Robert. Robert's been here. What is going on? My email is wigging out. My My email won't let me do an attachment. Let's see if I can do it the old-fashioned way. That sounds good, Covum. Let's do that. Let's set it up. Come in. I'll take all your money. Covum, come give me your money. I like money. Give all the money to me. What's up, Dino from Napoli, Italy? Dino, I'm like 3/4 Italian. So hello, Dino. My name ends in a vowel. My store is I like my store better than GameStop. GameStop's more of a toy stop now. Single player Renamon. Yeah. But I do gotta I am gonna be closing up here, so it is time for me to go home. Yeah, it's like 60% toys now at GameStop. Like they really you could tell they're hurting. I don't speak it. I know Ito and Dino. My grandparents though did, and it was awesome. Whenever my grandpa did something to piss off my grandma, you might as well grab your popcorn because my grandma would start cussing my grandpa out in Italian. It was great. It was like watching. It was better than watching TV. To watch my grandma and grandpa argue in Italian, it was awesome. There's nothing better than an Italian woman arguing. I'll never forget. I remember so many times my grandma just like cussing my grandpa out in Italian, and my grandpa thought it was the funniest thing in the world. He would do stuff just to get her going. I have 2 stores, Icy Heart. So yeah, I'm sure you Italians know how that is. It's great though. Like the cool thing is I didn't know what they were saying, so I don't speak Italian, but it was I mean I knew it wasn't good. If I started a shop in Hungary. Yeah. All right, guys. I do got to get going, though. I got to go home. So thanks for watching. I might stream a little bit tomorrow, but it'll probably be earlier. But I will see you guys later.